Hello everyone, I'm Greg Luke, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 329 of Factorio with the C-Block mod, where we have been trying to optimize how much liquid resin we are producing, and I believe we got to a pretty good spot with that. Now we basically just need to make sure that it's being used correctly at our glass fiber boards, and it is, at least for now. We need to bring those into the station, and then we should be able to start work on everything else needed for processing units, mainly these. And that might actually be it. This will be done locally. And yeah, we just need to add this. Everything else we should have. And then we should be ready. So let's go and do just that. As that will help us produce a lot more electrolyzers and stuff. And get us a big step closer to the next science type. Not that we're gonna get there anywhere soon, but you know, small steps and all that. Just out of curiosity, wait, what is this? Those two. We need tungsten before we can do this, and polished rubies. And heated thermal energy stone, more tungsten, and cobalt. Okay. So it's not actually that bad. And we could probably have done this at our base, but now we have done all of this. And I like playing with trains, so it's not really a problem for me. These don't need to go any further than here anyway. These are blue belts, by the way. They need to be as well. I'm sure I could have done this in a faster way, but you know, sometimes you just commit to something stupid. I guess we're just gonna put that all the way as far as it can get. This area doesn't really make a lot of sense anyway. Good. And now we are out of liquid resin. But we have an almost full train. Still have a good buffer here, so it's good. These are running as they should. This is blocked. This is basically full. So these were full, and that's why they have been the blocking factor. They shouldn't be the slow thing. Actually, they should, because this needs to be the highest tier. Do have purple ones available, so maybe we could upgrade that, but let's not. We just need this steady supply of fiberglass boards, so that is basically done. And everything should be good. We have silicon, we have lime. We will have some more resin. And yes, we will run out of resin again. I'm not too worried about that. Now we just need to spend some time on a new outpost for this. Which we should have everything for. Spend a lot of space here. But we're still just going to move the next base over here. Yes. Probably don't have enough landfill for that. I am just gonna put this right here. Basically as close as we can get to the other junction. We might as well just get this done. Good. And we do not have a train down here. So we should send this. And maybe we should just clean some of these up. So landfill first of all. And then we need to consider what to do here. This needs to be made locally. So does this. So this does just warrants a design for everything. And we will go to the editor to do that, I guess. Landfill. And can we think of anything else we will need? Like more electronics assembling machines, probably. We're putting those on the train. Or have we really not made any of those for a long time? We are putting them on the train. I'm just gonna take those. And other than that, we probably just need belt, but we'll come back for that if we need more than the train has. Good. And let's design something here. Anything else we will need here? I think we need to make these locally as well. Yes, because they are very... they're not very dense, let's say it like that. So we wanted... I guess we always want to just export this and make this locally. And I might regret that now, but still, it's fine. How many do we think we're going to need of these? It's 2 for every blue circuit. Oops. And 4 for every advanced processing thing. And the better robots. For mechs, if we ever get there, and for more advanced modules. Some science stuff as well. Not sure about that. So we probably need a bunch. And we will design with this in mind. Oh, not the default, no. At least this will be more default. Not sure how that works, but yeah. So 5 to 1 maybe? No wait, this need to go into those directly. 4 to 25. That would probably be 5 to 25, so 1 to 5. And this should really be the default for everything we design from here on out. So let's do that. Two to 8 maybe. Let's pin this and have a look. Or maybe we want to just up this a bit. So this would be 4 blue belts, right? 2 belts of this coming in, this is directly transferred. 2 belts of this, 1 belt of that, 1 belt of that. That doesn't sound too bad. Could of course design for 360. Just to see if the ratios will change any. It's just 5 to 1 to 5, or 5 to 5 to 5 to 25, aka 1 to 1 to 1 to 5. Let's have a look at this. That is going to be annoying in any way I think about it, but it's fine. So we're doing small amounts first. This into so this is a Bob's recipe. I don't think that will be available outside of the editor, and it's not. So the 5 gilded copper wire from 10 cable and 4 gold. I think that is what I selected. Yes, good. 1 to 1, 2. 2, 5. Doing this. And we need a bunch of fluids somewhere. I'm just gonna put this down so we don't forget it. And this needs to split out into each of those, and this needs to split out into each. That doesn't sound very reasonable. So Angel actually has them has a bit a worse ratio of monosilicon to this. So the denseness for trains and stuff wouldn't be as bad. So maybe we should just make those elsewhere, but I'm not going to. Unless it seems like we will need it for a lot of other stuff. This we're already doing, this is what we're doing, and this we will need to do. But that's not bad. Maybe we need to scale up this part just to make everything easier to build. So maybe if we had 3 of those. We'll also try and do this a little bit differently. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do this in a pretty way anyway. Still needs to go into all of those. Could take this and put it over here instead. This may be something like that. I'm not too worried about us overscaling parts of this. That's not the worst thing in the world. If we can just make it somewhat pretty. If we want to actually go to this 360 amount, we need 2 builds of this on both sides of this build. So can't mirror those. Never mind. We will have this over here somewhere as well, eventually. So 4 belts in total of copper. 45, 90, 135, yeah. Also need 2 belts of this in. This is not something we need for every part of the setup. We need very small amounts of it, so let's not keep that in here. Do something like that. This can stay out here if we want it there, or we can move it in. This is the input for this from here, for the transfer thing. So input into this from one of these. We input into this from one of these. We transfer to all of those. We have all of the inputs we need for that. We need plastic in here. Somehow. To all of them. And I mean, we could have those inserters here if we wanted to. And we could still power it all. This needs to be transferred as well. We need just one belt here for this. And then we need the output. And we need 8 belts of output somehow. I mean, we could just move this out. Because right now this just tiles nicely like this. So I would like to not have like belts here, because then it probably suddenly gets longer. Whereas if we can just output onto this belt, maybe? Which we don't have the inserters for. So maybe there, we could shift that at some point. That's only 3. I think I would like to just go up to purple belts, maybe? It feels like a weird thing to do. 45, 90, 180, 360. That is 8 belts of blue. Could also move this out. So try and have 2 output belts here and 2 output belts here. These should still be able to reach what they need to reach. I could try something like that. It's going to be difficult to actually balance these belts though. We would basically only have this set up 8 times. So this setup is supposed to saturate a full belt. We could of course take the output from this and balance that by itself. I think we can make that work. I think I need to actually take all of these inputs and get them sorted. And let's get some power so I don't have to look at the flashing lights. And let's remove this for now. And that. So this is fine. This is copper. Let's just get some resources on this. Supposed to be here. Stick, I guess. Stick. Good. And we'll just take the outputs and get rid of them. And this is monosilicon. Oops. So this works. This needs to transfer. And yes, we need 5 times as many of these than of this, so it's fine that this will be limited by the input because we are overscaling everything anyway. The gold is already getting in there. Those should be able to reach, right? Yes. And that. Go all the way. Something like that. And then we need plastic in. I'm not sure if we actually need to be somewhat efficient here. I don't think it will be a problem. So that's all of this in, then again, we don't need to be that efficient. Good, then we need fluids in. Uric acid. And then we're producing. Then we need the balanced output. Maybe we just need one tile between each of these setups so we can actually move the output belts to other lanes or something. And if we do that, then we don't really need this much space anyway. I don't think. Because one of these could just be over here instead. All of this can move in there, and then we need to maybe change some of these. No? Never mind. Oh, except the output here. It still needs to go somewhere. And now we don't have the space for all of that. Unless we move almost all of this. But this can now reach from there. That can reach from there. That can reach like that. This can reach from there. And that can still reach. And then we have outputs. Far side. Far side. Near side. And near side. But then we need to consider beacons for all of this, which I didn't think about until now, because now we obviously don't get a full build of anything really. Surprised this can't keep up right now. Should need 6 of these to 1 of these, at least with beacons. And they should be equally beaconed up, so... If we didn't do beacons... That still looks like 1 to 6. That's 15, 30, 60, 90-ish. Am I off about that? Have I set the wrong recipe in here, maybe? Is that why? That looks like the wrong recipe. But now this is Bob's recipe. Oh, wait. If we... Fuck. It should be called the same thing. Wait, am I wrong? Is it angels? That's... What? Stop it. This is angel smelting silicon wave, not researched. What? Wave. So that just isn't available. We have the other recipe. Okay, my bad. I'm just confused. So we get twice as much out of this, then it makes sense. So this is correct. And I'm just gonna untick that and that again. Good. Now, if we just beacon this up, I just want to see it run at full speed and see that it can't handle all of the resources. Actually, it doesn't look like we get too bad holes here. Let's do. So 8 builds. This divided by 8 is 3, right? So this should fill a full build. And I guess this just sometimes get backed up. Yeah. And sometimes it doesn't get enough gold or gilded copper wire. So this is just too slow, I guess. It's not like we can't just have this always, then we won't have to balance these belts either. Unless we just want to do this. Just trying to get an extra inserter to transfer this. Oh wait, it's fine. Except that again, this is not too fast, or fast enough now. But now it just keeps it up just fine. We will have to somehow balance these better. I think this is fine for copper input, but what are we doing with gold input? We could just do something like this. If we're gonna have some space to shift these out every now and then anyway, then why not? Somehow this is not filling a full bill. But again, that's because of this, right? No? Yes, it is. Yeah. So it's because the inserters need to move every now and then. And it's not enough that we have two doing the same thing. Sometimes they move at the same time. We could duplicate all of this just to fill a belt properly. So this to fill a blue belt. That should be able to fill a purple belt as well though, so maybe we should just upgrade. Why does this feel like it's become worse than it was? Oh, because we don't have the beacons anymore. Okay. Now we could beacon like this. Then this belt should be full at almost all points in time. And it is. Good. Then we say that for every belt we produce, we need to shift it over. Be able to do this, but probably not. I mean, this would be from here to... And again, we might as well just have two tiles in between if that's really the problem. Right? I'm just worried about being able to actually fill this belt, because there's no way to get there. This is easy. The next step is easy. At least almost easy. Of course, we could just fill this belt first, because we will have more space. could do something weird like this. It's 3, and then we would need the 4th one just going straight. Just something like that. And this build. Probably just goes here to have a straight line of underground things. Hopefully we should get some full builds now unless we made mistakes like this. This is in the way now. To fill this one first. We should fill from the outside, except for this. I think. Something like that. And we have 4 full builds. And then we need to mirror that. Output priority right. And that should be it, right? I think so. I mean, we're running... Oh, we need to get the unbarreling of sulfuric acid, of course. I might just put that at the back end here. Doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, this is... No, this is the correct one. Okay, sulfuric acid. Okay, with our power poles, this would look a little bit better in my opinion. Dang it. And maybe that would have made some stuff easier as well, except we can't do that here. Oh no. We're going back to this then. This is fine. Everything is fine. Yes. We don't really need this at the beginning. Take all of that, remove these. Sure that we are in the correct orientation. Okay. See even more stuff being produced, I think. Oh, something is wrong here. Oh, because I don't have these in. Okay. Wait, what? What happened here? Oh, that's supposed to happen. Okay, never mind. I made that space, of course. This is not too bad in my opinion. I think I like it. And I think we could even upgrade all of the belts to purple and then we would still get almost full belts. Why is this not working over here? Oh, because I also need to do this. And we need power down here. Up in here. Don't know if we actually want these, probably not. So it is just this. That should be fine still. It's not a lot we need to output here, and these will be okay with not being that beaconed up. Now this won't work until we get tier 2 beacons at least. I think. Because this won't reach these. This will at tier 2. But not at tier 1. We still don't get full belts here. Why is that? Gilded. Copper. Wire. It's not a lot of copper coming down. We have 4 belts of this. That should be plenty. We're just filling up some machines that were not full because it's working over here. So yes, it should just be a question about time. We need to fill up some machines here. And that's what we're working on. This needs to be filled. And then this needs to be filled, and then this needs to be filled last. And it is being done, so it's fine. We will, of course, need some robots to bring some canisters here. So let's add some charging. And just a couple of those as well. Sure, why not? As long as it's symmetrical, I can argue to make anything, even if we don't need it. Good. I think that is it. We just need to downgrade some stuff. And we need to not have all of this. Actually, we don't really have this space available here, so I think I'll remove that. And that. Good. We just need this. And it would be nice to have the canisters close. But they're never going to be close, really, unless we move them to the other end. That would actually make the robots heavier, and it would just require a 3 tile longer belt for all of these. I think that's all the argument I need to move this. And then we don't need those here at least. To move this further out. Or have it here with a pipe, but that's even longer builds. I think I just will do that. We can still go under this. Oh, that's not right. I think that was everything we needed to do to make this work. Oh, we should get some charging back in. And remove those, I think. Because we just need the construction area from those. And that's all in there. That looks nice. Everything looks nice. It's very nice and dense, even though we have too many of some machines. I don't care. Good. So now we can put this here and the canisters won't have to travel a long way by robot. Okay. We should get some stations down first so we can see where the resource will actually come from. Should we have the robot stuff closest? I think so. So, sulfuric acid. Actually, I think I just want the barrel stuff even closer. Nah, let's not. I'm overthinking this, but you know how it is. This should be fine for sulfuric acid. And we need barreling stuff, I think. No, let's not. Let's just get all of the resources we need first. So we needed 4 belts of copper ore. That's here. And 4 belts of gold. And 2 belts of plastic and silicon. All of this need to be blue belts, I think. Well, maybe not silicon and plastic, but at least gold and copper needs to be. And the output. Just saying. And we will have our output here. And that would blue belts as well, right? Yes. to do this again. I should stop deleting. Actually, don't we have something in here? Everything to blue. Yes. We don't need silicon and plastic to be blue. And we need the output to be blue. Good. And we need some more warehouses and chests. Good, and then we need the barrel stuff. Let's just get all of that in here first of all. Stuff. So, integrated electronics, right? Yeah. Are we going to call that IE? Because I'm lazy. I think I will. Barrel stuff. Just IE. Plastic. I really could have just typed out IE again, but no. Monosilicon. Gold. Copper. Sulfuric acid. Good. And we need to get the fuel train in. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.